Monroe has been impressive in her reality of wrestling career. We've seen her tag against NXT's Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez, in that match with Mia Friday as well and Rochelle Chanel, number 5. And tonight, she has another match against a former Reality of Wrestling Diamonds champion.
It's her opponent from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the chosen one, Promise Braxton!
We saw the chosen one, Promise Braxton, here in the Walker, Texas Lawyer Arena. Her and Gigi Ray went to a no contest for the Reality Wrestling Diamonds Championship, which led to that title being held up. Promise Braxton then made her pilgrimage to Japan, where she toured for several months before coming back here. Now to set the stakes, Promise Braxton, Gigi Ray, there's a challenge in front of them from the interim Diamonds Champion.
Now I'm gonna throw you a fun fact out there, Brad. This is episode 300 a few years ago, was the main event. This woman right here, Promise Braxton, defended against a returning AQA in a Diamonds Championship match. That just goes to show how long Promise Braxton has been doing this at this level. And she just came back from Japan, so you know she's only gonna get better.
This level, but a whole new level is, look at this. Returning the cartwheels from the very gymnastic Ladybird, Monica Monroe.
Well, here's the thing. Oh, wow. There's another impressive maneuver there. But here's the thing. Mia Friday laid the challenge down to Promise Braxton and Gigi Ray. Whichever one of you get more wins between now and the Summer of Champions, great agility there from Promise Braxton, you will now get a shot at the undisputed Diamonds Championship at the Summer of Champions.
Yes, and I actually was talking to Promise Braxton in the back, and she was talking about how she is just focused one match at a time. If she can continue to get one up off Gigi Ray, she'll be able to clinch that championship.
Look at that.
Whoa!
Ladybird Monica Monroe showing off her athleticism.
But was that too much showmanship, Kirby?
It was just more, look what I can do, so I can go ahead, I can beat you at your own game.
Kirby, that was exactly showmanship there. That was her showcasing that she can do better than Promise Braxton physically and mentally in this ring.
Look at that, she's showing off with that right there. What would it mean for Promise Braxton to lose this matchup after coming back from Japan and getting a loss trying to get her way into the Diamonds Championship match?
I mean, it would be very terrible for her. It would knock down her momentum. She is the chosen one with a veteran maneuver right here, going to the outside of the ring, allowing time to collect herself, staying away from Ladybird Monica Monroe, who the momentum is shifted into her favor. And look at that.
Promise definitely had learned a thing or two over in Japan. Oh my!
Oh, look at that. Utilizing that ring, the side of the ring apron area, to her advantage.
And doing something you see a lot in Japan, manipulating
Cover.
those
1,
joints.
2.
Working on the legs, trying to make it so that Ladybird Monica Monroe can't be doing those back handsprings like she used to.
Right now, Promise Braxton trying to continue the pressure. Oh my God.
That might be all there. Cover. 1, 2. Oh my gosh, Ladybird Monica Monroe. Right on top of the dome piece there, Kirby.
I'm gonna have to get a replay of that because I thought it was gonna be a back suplex, but instead she got folded in half.
Continuously being folded in half now as the shoulder is driven deep into Ladybird.
Well, Monica Monroe has shown a lot of courage since she's made her debut in the reality of wrestling.
Come on, Promise! And I Promise. Oh, she just hung her up to dry there on the top rope.
Oh my!
Wow, the chosen one put the foot to the grill. Cover 1, 2, and no.
Maybe her showing off here to the reality of wrestling nation may have cost her as she could have gone for the pinfall there and gotten a victory.
Do you think, Brittany Houtland, that this stipulation, if you will, of whoever has the most wins from now between Summer of Champions is adding unneeded pressure to Promise Braxton in every contest that she finds herself in?
I feel like Promise Braxton's pressure has always been
Cover 1, 2, and a kick out at 2.5.
2-11. I mean, she is the chosen one, handpicked by Booker T himself. The pressure is always on, and she's handled it time and time again.
I think she's going to have to continue to this rise right now. As look as now, Ladybird Monroe. Oh, I think she was thinking something different. It's Promise Braxton.
Monica
now.
Monroe. Suplex. Promise calling it. Cover. 1, 2, and no, not enough to knock down Monica Monroe.
And look, Brad, I don't want to put anything against Monica Monroe, but since Promise Braxton has come back from Japan, I have gained a brand new respect for her inside this very ring.
Why didn't you respect her before?
I mean, I did, well,
Wait a minute, hold on. Promise, full Nelson. Full Nelson. Does she have her fingers locked in? Does she have the fingers locked in behind the head of Ladybird? It looks like she does.
Ladybird trying to break free though. Oh, trying to go with those back elbows, and I think she finally managed to do so. As both women fighting for position, and now we're gonna see, looks like an abdominal stretch here from Promise.
And that is cinched in.
oh no, and knuckles
she's digging
in.
the knuckles into the rib cage. That's gonna obstruct your breathing. Anybody who's ever had fractured ribs before will tell you, breathing is incredibly difficult and painful.
Look at that. Monica Monroe trying to fight out any way necessary, get some distance between her and Promise Braxton.
These two are
Oh
just
my gosh.
exchanging shots in the center of the ring.
There's been a fight.
Oh,
Ladybird with that bicycle kick to the hand of Promise Braxton, now trying to find her opening. We talked about what a loss would mean for Promise. What would a win mean for Ladybird as the momentum shifts in her favor?
It would definitely move her up the rankings. Maybe she could slot herself in Promise's shoes and try and challenge for the Diamonds Division Championship at the Summer of Champions.
Oh, geez, right on the back of the neck of Promise Braxton. Cover 1, 2, Ladybird almost had it, and a kick out at the last second. The chosen one living up to her given name.
and we're talking about these two as if they're going for the championship right now. We've got to think about the fact that we also have Gigi Ray and Mia Friday to throw into the championship factor here.
Speaking of championships, episode 400 of Reality of Wrestling will be main evented by Matty Ice, the brand new Reality of Wrestling champion, taking on NXT's Javier Bernal. Big body Javi has a big risky maneuver. The Lion Salt misses. Promise Braxton was able to get the legs up at the last second, and can she find the opening that she needed? Sit down powerbomb, cover. 1, 2, 3.
The chosen one, Promise Braxton!
And with that, Promise Braxton picks up her first victory on her road to challenging for the Diamonds Championship at Summer of Champions. Now the question is, will Gigi Ray be able to do the same next week?
Gigi Ray now has that pressure on her to tie up with Promise Braxton. An impressive victory in her first match back in several months at the Walker Texas Lawyer Arena.